guys, it's Maria. I'm a speech and language pathologist. I'm an ADHD parent coach. Today I want to do just a quick little video about the difference between private school and public school when it comes to therapy services. I have a lot of parents who will pull their kids out of public school and put them into private school because maybe they want a smaller setting, maybe they want a little more individualized attention. Where the problem lies within that is just because something is private does not necessarily mean that it's better. Not every private school is equipped to handle a child with a special need, a child with a learning disability, a child with even speech and language issues sometimes. They don't always have the staff, they don't always have teachers who are trained in certain areas. Sometimes they do, but not always. So if you're looking at pulling a child out from a public school setting that has IEPs, ESE teachers, OTs and PTs and speech therapists on staff, and you're going to a private school, that private school may not have those things. They simply might not. The one great thing I love about private school is they're usually very open to letting outside help in. So if you had a speech therapist or a dyslexia specialist or somebody else who needs to see your child, the school's usually very nice about opening the doors and letting that person come in to see your kids, but they may not have those people on staff. And if they do, you're going to have to pay extra for them. Now, if you're really looking at that, if you're really going, okay, I really want my child to go to private school, or maybe I want my child to go to a religious type school, look at the school and see what they offer. Ask them point blank, these are my necessities, these are what my child needs. Do you have these things on staff? Am I going to have to pay extra for them? And they should be able to tell you. A lot of times other parents can tell you even better. Parents who have been at the school for a while are a really great resource. You can ask them, hey, do you have this and this? Can your child have access to this, 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 and that? Just so that they can at least give you a better idea of what's available, but do your research. There are private schools who specialize in certain things. Like there's a private school in my area that specializes in dyslexia. So I will send kids over there because I know they're very good. It's what they do. There are certain private schools that specialize with kids with learning disabilities, kids with special needs, kids with physical limitations, and that is what they do specifically. So look at the school and see what they actually are looking to specialize in, because that's going to be the best bet for your child. Now, when you're looking at public school, and then I get the reversal, I'll have parents who are not going anywhere within the private school setting and they opt to go to public school. Because within a public school, you can have an IEP for your child. You can have different kinds of therapy services. They might be able to be put in a classroom where it's a special education classroom. Look at your public schools, because not every public school is the same. Some public schools have autism classrooms, self-contained classrooms. Some public schools have gifted classes within their school. You need to be very specific in what you need when you're looking at a school, because it's not just necessarily based on zoning. There are so many other regulations that come into play, and depending on whether or not you have special needs and necessities, the school may or may not be able to accommodate you. But it's really up to you to go out and do the research and figure out what each specific school can and cannot offer you. So where I was going with this is there are services within the public school system. You need to check each individual school and see what they have available for you. There are services within the private school system. They may not always be covered under the school, and you may have to find your own people to come into the school and provide you those services. If you have any further questions, just let me know. That was a really brief breakdown of it, but I'm happy to answer questions. I'm happy to go through it with you. Like usual, subscribe, share, like, tell me what you think, and we'll go from there.